welcome to Joburg Today. I'm Zizi Pondebu.
And I'm Riley Sakwe. Nice to have you back, girl.
Great to be back, friend. Friend, you know, there's something about a man in a suit.
And what would that be?
It's a man who's hungry for success.
And I know the perfect person who can hook you up, Louis Joseph.
Joburg City inspires me a lot, actually. You know, it used to be big on fashion back in the 50s, especially when it came to suiting and wearing suits in menswear. And I'm also very inspired on the overseas fashion as well, menswear, when it comes to suiting and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay, it actually came about after I went on a trip to London, where I was inspired by Savile Row. So while I was there, I was very inspired by all the custom-made suits, and that's actually the origins of where men's suit actually started. And I realized that, you know what, there's a gap in the market in South Africa. So I came back to South Africa, and then I started it. And how I really started it is actually making my first suits for some of my family members and friends. From there on, what happened was it actually word spread, and people just started liking what they were seeing on my friends and family. The first and most important thing is fit. I think that's the key thing. So if a suit doesn't fit you, I mean, if you can look at me and you see the way my jacket is actually fitting me, it fits me, it's made for me. So the fit is very important. The next thing that you need to look at is the fabric. The fabric is very important. I think you know about the shiny Chinese suits. So you want to stay away from that. The fabric is very important, what you choose. And then obviously it comes down to colors, what colors you're liking. There's been a change, as you can see what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a plain on my blazer, and then on my pants I'm wearing prints. So prints have come in big as well. So that's actually trending at the moment.
I think what makes me to keep on coming back is the way he makes his suits, because I think you cannot get a slim fit like this at one of the stores around here. And I'm a man of style, so I try to make sure that I come to the guy that will do something perfect to my body.
Gone are the days when a man can put on a suit and be ready to take on the world. Louis Joseph shows us exactly the ins and outs of tailoring and what to look out for when looking for that special suit. I'm Riley Sakwe for Joburg Today.
Hi, my name is Gemma and you're watching Joburg Today.
Join the conversation on our Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv.
Follow us on Twitter at Joburg Today.
And if you're one of those people on the move, then pockettv.movie. That's pocket with an I.
Okay, right, so from wearable masterpieces to painted ones.
The Res Gallery not only provides a space where masterpieces can be created, but also where they can be displayed.
For me, it's always I've been trying to tell a story in my own way, with my own resources. I don't believe in following recipes. I'm never going to do what somebody else is doing, because that is not in my interest, it's not part of my nature. Part of my nature is just trying to do the best I can with what I got. This gallery essentially is a production gallery. What I mean with that is I invite artists and I collaborate with them. Sometimes I produce prints. I do kind of fine art printing. I will describe my gallery as progressive, no pretentious, and open to everyone. The way I do things, they are more geared up to attract, hopefully, a younger audience. It's beautiful to, after 9 years being in South Africa, just to offer the public in general a variety.
Hi, my name is Neo, and you're watching Joburg Today.
You know, Zizi, what I've recently learned from inspiring entrepreneur Sbu of Skinny Sbu Socks is that dressing well doesn't just end at a suit.
Absolutely not. And his socks definitely make a fashion statement of their own.
If we look at a 2015 man, he's a guy who wakes up in the morning, goes to the gym, has a job or 2 jobs, has a business on the side, and will go to have a drink with his friends and attend an event. And if you look at his lifestyle, fashion plays an integral part, and your socks will then be the one thing that he considers the most, because that's the one thing that's gonna set him apart. Always my mom insisted that I wash my socks inside out, and to that it instilled a sense of attention to detail when it comes to my socks. But also I'm a very tall guy, I'm 1.9 meters tall, so I've always struggled to find pants that fit properly, and I had to compensate for the gap between my shoes and my pants by wearing outrageous socks. And since then I've been collecting crazy designs and socks and been wearing them. But up until April 2013, when I said, you know what, let me turn my passion into a profit, and I started designing and making my own socks. What makes them unique is that they're proudly South African. You know, they're 100% South African. They're made out of the best yarns in the world, the highest quality ever. It's 80% cotton. When you look at my socks, we're telling a very urban and today South African story. It's a South Africa that was imagined in 1994, a very multinational, very multicultural, colorful South Africa. And we're telling that story and putting it in a sock.
I, for one, can definitely say that I'm not one of those guys who actually takes into consideration the type of socks that they wear. But this particular individual has made me see things quite differently. And I must say, these really look awesome. I might just get myself a pair. I'm Riley Hlakanipho-Sakwe for Joburg Today.
Hi, my name is Jessigan, and you are watching Joburg Today.
And that brings us to the end of today's show.
But be sure to check out our playlist to see what's hip and happening around your city.
That's it from me, Zizi Paul.
And me, Riley, we leave you with the Heinz Brothers Runaway Train.
Back in ETV.
Change my name, it's what I had to do, you see. Living life in great confusion, to find a way to live at peace eternally, to get out of my illusion. Some days like a runaway train, some days I can't remember my new name. Some days like a runaway train. I've seen the faults, I've seen the light. I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die. Doing all that we can to please ourselves, not thinking of tomorrow. Forgetting who we are, we think we're what is not. Begging, steal and borrow. Some days like a runaway train, some days I can't remember my new name. Some days like a runaway train. I've seen the faults, I've seen the light. I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die. Some change has gotta come my way, for I fall on side. We could wait for another day, but that would not be right. That would not be right. I've seen folks, I've seen the light. Oh Lord, I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die. I've seen folks, I've seen the light. Oh Lord, I looked into my Father's eyes. Blindness is my real disguise. We all must live, we all must die.